Hello there, fellow summoners. Mad Dog HT here, and this is my last Carina challenge for Volume 1. We're going up for the Super Punchout. We have to use Kamala Kahn. The only Kamala Kahn that I had before all this started was a 4-star, so I actually got that 5-star from one of the objective rewards. I can't remember exactly which one it was. And I used rank up gems to rank her up. I used an awakening gem to awaken her, and I put signature stones into her just to make this a little bit more easy. So she's Sig 120, and she's got about, I think it was like a 5.5 or 6 second Fury with that awakened ability. And you know, I know that there are a few certain summoners that enjoy this champ. I am definitely not one of them. She doesn't have a lot going for her, in my opinion. But, you know, I was pleasantly surprised at how well the path went for this. I thought it was going to be a little bit more tough, and it really wasn't. So if you're worried about the path, I don't think generally you need to be. In this first fight, Stark enhanced Spidey. You know, he has the enhanced special 2 or the special 2 biased, but I stuck to him to just kind of dancing around and making sure that he threw special 1s. They're just easier to get out of range of. I didn't want to happen to miss a dex on the special 2 and get shocked to death. I can dex that. It's just trying to reduce the risk. And this fight's pretty simple, but I think I do end up getting hit like towards the very end. I do survive. We do get the solo, but we do take a pretty decent chunk of health. And you know, this is my first time going in. I just put on a few boosts to help make this go hopefully a little bit quicker. And yeah, I mean, this is just a rank 4. Rank 4 is plenty capable of doing this this objective. You know, if you have a rank 5 or you happen to have a 6-star, definitely would help if they were at, you know, rank 5 or rank 2. But I don't think it's necessary. So I was kind of going back and forth between, do I need to use the resources to rank her up? Now, if it would have been a 6-star, I would have been much more likely. I actually probably would have. I would have taken her to rank 2. Just because, like, for me personally, my cosmic roster is lacking, and not that she fills any of the gaps in any way, shape, or form. I just would have done it. You know, long term, 6-stars have a lot of viability in this game. Not that 5-stars don't, but I'm just talking like long term. Like for me, 4-stars, they're pretty irrelevant unless there's some special objective or whatever. Yeah, so here we go, we get tagged. But that is how 5-stars are becoming to me. Now, I still use my 5-stars. 5-stars are still great. They're still plenty capable of doing awesome things. But when I can, I will pretty much always invest in the 6-stars over the 5-stars. And that's just me personally on my account. But yeah, so we do get the solo. We did get tagged once, but that's nothing that a few health pots can't deal with. And now the one thing that I did forget was on this Hyperion, it has like Mystic Ward, and in the background of Mystic Conditioning, in the background it puts on a like this pseudo Fate Seal nullify debuff on you. It is not visible, but you can heal, so you can get willpower healing. So if you do have willpower active, it's highly recommended for the path in general, but for this fight you can heal up. And you'll notice, so I got hit in that first Stark Spidey's fight, and we go into this fight. I put a few health pots in, and I'm hoping to just get a solo, hoping that Hyperion throws his specials and, you know, don't have any problems. And so far so good. But you're gonna see here, he is gonna, yeah, he's gonna throw his heavy, and then I stun him, and that while under the stun, he's getting that power gain and gets special 3. So like right at this moment, I'm like, I'm just gonna pause, quit, restart this path. And I was like, oh, I didn't die. Let's see how bad this can go, or how good this can go if I can somehow make my way out of this. But you can see right now I'm ticking for 64 health every tick. So every half second I'm gaining 0.64 or 64 health from willpower healing. Again, you can't see the debuff on you from this Mystic Conditioning node, but it is there. I know it used to be there. I don't know if it's supposed to be still there or if it's just a visual glitch. But you can see that I am healing, and even though I ate that L3, I am going to solo this Hyperion. I'm going to get all the way back up to 100% health, which is really nice. So if you do eat an L3, don't fear. You know, you can dig your way out. And yeah, I mean, towards the end, and I think like right there and a few other spots in this fight, he comes just like one little sliver away from getting back to L3. But you know, as long as you have about 50% health, you can eat a special 3 from this Hyperion if he doesn't have any of his cosmic charges. So yeah, we're just doing a lot of shortened combos. I noticed that like with the AI on Hyperion, if you hit him, you know, 2 to 4 times and then back off, he is much more likely to throw his special 1 or special 2 compared to when you do full like 5-hit combos. That's just been my personal experience. So I generally try to hit him just enough to where I'm kind of just pushing him over special 1, and then I back off. And normally like it'll take 2 hits on one time, and then I'll back off, bait the special, and then I'll hit him for 3 hits, and then I'll hit him for 2 hits, and then I'll hit him for 4 hits, and I kind of just mix that up. I just try to make sure that he is always, you know, nowhere close to the 3 bars, and if I'm hitting him, I'm just backing off immediately, kind of keep myself in an open stance to kind of give him the thought that he can actually throw a special and hit me. And I think that really helps a lot. So you can see I did get special 3'd, but the willpower healing is pretty much already got me back up to full health, and I'm just baiting out a lot of specials. Not an ideal fight for Kamala, but yeah, she can do it. You know, she can't, you know, she gets those furies on the special one, she can hit decently hard. I'm not really saving up for a special 2 or a 3, and maybe I should have done the special 3 because I think you can get like a permanent fury. But yeah, we're gonna take down this Hype, and we're gonna end with full health, which is key for the next fight, because the next fight is Iceman, and you do definitely want to start with as much health as possible. Like had I taken damage, I would have put in a few health pots in, because the cold snap damage is quite significant. I think it takes over half health, I think, if I remember right. But you can see full yellow bar, and we did take a little bit of block damage, but pretty much 100% health after that special 3. So we take down Hype. We're going to move up to this Iceman, and yeah, the Iceman, he's got the node that gives him armor every couple seconds. I can't remember. Aggression armor. I'm still a little bit boosted. Yeah, aggression armor. So you do want to make sure you're getting your hits in. For me, I generally try to push Iceman to his special 2. Just less specials to evade, and I'm very comfortable evading that. You know, every once in a while I might get clipped by the special 1, but you can see, like, look at all that health going away. She was at full health and just under 50%. Plus I took a couple parries and whatnot in that first part. But yeah, you definitely want to start with as much health to give you wiggle room as possible. Definitely don't want to eat a combo to the gut. Got hit there. Luckily it didn't kill me, and it didn't put any cold snap or the frostbite damage on me, because that would have definitely killed me, especially after it expiring. And yeah, I'm just going to try to play aggressive. The one nice thing is, if you do have Furies active, you can nullify the ice armor with like a special one. So it can be quite advantageous to hold your special ones to when he reforms his ice armor, and then just hit him with that. That way you can always get parries off, because if he doesn't have the ice armor, you can parry, play normal, do your thing. Granted, if he's above 2 bars of power, the AI is generally more likely to throw the special 2 when he has ice armor. That's what I've noticed with Iceman. And yeah, so if you can push him to special 2, he'll throw it, he'll remove the ice armor. Or if you save your special 1, you can nullify the ice armor with having 2 or more Furies active on Kamala. So there we go. Yeah, and the damage output, it's okay. I mean, this is just a rank 4, it's nothing special, but in these fights they're not totally super stacked or anything. But we do get the Iceman down with the solo to take a few hits towards the beginning. We're gonna move down, we're gonna heal up, take on this Blade. The Blade has like a defensive node. He's more defensive. I can't remember what it's called. Let's see what it is. I'm still boosted. Yeah, heal up a little bit. So I did go into Realm of Legends to farm. I didn't farm a ton, and I'm glad I didn't do extra farm. It's just defensive, so it's just going to be more defensive, which you need to be careful about, especially if you start hitting into his block when he's under 70%. He's going to heal with having some bar of power. But this fight isn't too bad. I think I actually do get hit in this fight as well, and I do survive it. I don't get any bleeds on myself. You do have to worry that you don't hit him and he parries you, because if he does, he'll stack a bleed on you. If you get hit by any of his specials, those bleeds will be pretty terrible to deal with. Yeah, we're gonna smash out this Blade without too much trouble. I try to just keep him baiting to his special 1, evade those, and I think he does throw at one point in time 1 special 2 towards the end. But yeah, none of these fights, on the path really have anything too crazy on them, except 2 of them, which is the Magik and the Void fight. Everything else I feel like is a pretty standard fight. I mean, the health pool, they aren't small, but they're not too crazy. So, takes around 150 hits or so with the rank 4. I'm not sure how much less the rank 5 or a rank 2. If you happen to have a rank 3 Kamala, well, there's not too many that do. But overall, I don't know, I just felt like rank 4 was sufficient, especially, with like a few boosts on. So through the path, I think I just put on a 15% attack boost that you get through the daily 7-hour solo events. And then I had some health boosts that you get, I think you get a couple throughout the week. And then, I had plenty of Supreme Solo crystals to open. So, add a few boosts on, you pretty much get up close to a rank 5. Obviously, if you have a rank 5 or rank 2, you can boost as well and get, a little bit extra on top of that. But I didn't feel like any of these fights were too crazy. Obviously, the final fight with the champion it can get really annoying if you don't basically kill him on the first shot, and you'll see how I went about that. I did not solo him. I played pretty poorly towards the beginning, which didn't help, and yeah, I'll show you the strategy once we get there, but all of these fights are timestamped, so you can jump to whatever fight you're most interested in, and I'll be talking about my strategy and everything. But oh yeah, so there we do get hit. It pushes him to his special 2. Dex out of the end. You can't fully dex the blade special 2. Normally I don't mess around with that too much, especially if I'm not a bleed immune champ, but you can like basically dash back and then after that double dex at the right time, and you can fully evade that whole barrage of bullets that he throws at you. And yeah, there we go. Blade goes down. Lose a little bit of health again. Not too terrible. We can put some health potions into that. Now here we go. So we're going up to this magic fight. So one thing that I did was I did change my masteries. It did cost a few units, but I felt that would outweigh any of the frustrations and extra revives that it would have cost. So I do heal up, and I do go out and I switch my masteries up. The only mastery that I'm really concerned with for this one is to have Pacify. So Pacify is a fairly standard mastery that many will have. I personally don't run it, but with this magic being having the enhanced like power, Energize power gain, she's going to get to her specials very frequently, which basically means you're going to trigger Limbo very often. So I go and I remove my Mystic Dispersion, and I max out the Stupefy and the Petrify. Yeah, I think it's, oh yeah, no, and Pacify. So Pacify was the one that I did not have, and you want that max. So basically, while under the stun, so you basically parry stun magic, and while under the stun, she has the defender will have a 30% ability accuracy reduction. So, you know, when you hit her and you push her over 1 bar, if she's stunned while you do that, you have a 30% chance for Limbo to not trigger based on whatever rate that she has. And I'm pretty certain she was a max sig 200 champ. So it does help, and you will see, like, when I start out, I feel like I get pretty lucky, and Pacify is working very well. Don't get very many Limbos triggered, but I think the plan here is just to parry, hold the heavy, release the heavy after you get the Fury, but before the stun expires. So you want to make sure that your hit is landing while the stun is still up, and that way the Pacify can kick in. Because if you hit outside of that, then that 30% reduction goes away, and there you go. So like, that's basically this whole fight, is just parry, hold the heavy, charge it. Hopefully you charge it just long enough, like that one. So the second one I didn't do it, but the first and third I did it properly. And you can get those Furies on to get the extra damage, and then wait out and bait her special 1. You want to try to not push her ever to the special 2, because the special 2 has a higher chance of triggering Limbo, and yeah, you don't want Limbo to trigger. And so far so good. We push her over again, doesn't trigger, and you know, depending on, I'm not certain how and why this interacts like this, but sometimes when she throws her special 1, the Limbo doesn't actually do any damage, and then other times it actually does damage. So you can see, like, that almost pushed her to special 2. She threw that, Limbo didn't trigger any damage, and so far so good. 8 heavies, no Limbo. And there you go, she threw that one, that Limbo did stick. So I don't understand how or why that works like that sometimes. There, it happened again. Get another heavy, and it's actually ideal if you also throw the special 3 while she's under the stun. And I think I missed that. Yeah, so here I was charging the heavy while she had she was backed away to get that fury. I should have done that while she was stunned, because there I push her over 1 bar, she wasn't stunned. It has a higher chance for Limbo to trigger. It did trigger. You can see I've only, at 8 hits I was at 100% health. Now I'm at 14 hits and I've already lost 60%. So yeah, this fight, this is I think the biggest fight that you're at a disadvantage with on the path, is if you don't have a high enough ranked champ, you're not boosted enough or whatever, you just melt. So got in the corners, threw the special one because I didn't want to get caught by that heavy, but boom, there, I'm dead. So Limbo will kill you, most likely. So I got almost half. I'm like, okay, I can do that better. I should have thrown the special while she was stunned, the special 3. I didn't, so that was a missed opportunity to bypass Limbo. But we're gonna go back in, and we actually do finish her off on this second attempt. So 1 revive here on the Magik, and I think she's at 50 something percent. Let's see, 60%, 62%. So I only did 38% the first go, but I do finish her off on this second one. So pretty simple fight to do. Definitely want the Pacify Mastery. Definitely want that. And it's also good to have the Petrify Mastery maxed out, because while under the stun, when you hit them, they gain 30% less power. So don't just max out Pacify, but max out Petrify as well. Those 2 will definitely help in this fight. RNG could be on your side and you can never see it, and RNG could be not on your side and you could still see Limbo every time, but it will help. At least with the Petrify, the power gain will be less. So make sure you hold that heavy, get the Fury triggered, and then hit while she's still stunned. That's the whole plan here. And here we go. We get the special 3 off while she is stunned. Hoping for some big damage and no Limbo to get triggered, and it didn't. Great. Now we gotta bait out that special. We do it again. When she, like that time, the Limbo didn't actually tick for anything, but sometimes when she throws the L1, it does tick. There's really not much you can do about that one, but slowly you just kind of lose health from Limbo. But this rank 4 can do it. 1 revive is not bad. No shame in a few items here and there. Yeah, we're gonna get her down here shortly. I do have assassins. I think it was 3 out of 5. That's what I normally run. I think that's what I put on for this when I did the mastery change. And it's getting close. 30% to 20%. Got 5% on that heavy. Got the 3 furies up. Got another 5% on that heavy. And I think just 1 more, 2 more. Yeah, 1 more hit should do it. I think I throw a special one. No, heavy. So Magik goes down. Not a difficult fight, but kind of annoying. Masteries definitely help. Alright, so now here is a fight that if you have both a 5-star and a 6-star Kamala, definitely put them on the team. Whether you use them or not doesn't really matter. It will help for this fight. So the more members of the team that are alive, the longer the intimidating presence debuffs take to get applied. So that timer, and I think it's like every, I don't know, 15 seconds or something. Let me look that up while this is going. But every so often, Void automatically places an intimidating presence debuff on you, and once that timer expires, you have a window to basically purify it with a 10 combo, and I'm going to try my best to combo into that. And that one, the pacify actually prevented it. So, and that's another thing that pacify will work well for, is if you stun him while that timer is expiring, you can cause that debuff to not get applied. There, that one did get applied, but we're always going to play the slow game in this one. We want to get close to 10 hits, 10, 20, 30, and then, so like that one we got lucky. Pacify helped. I was a little bit too early on that 30th hit. But now we're just going to wait this out, kind of back off, try to time it to where we stop backing off, come in for the parry, and then get the hit and knock that off. I'm looking up right now, Void. How long is it? Passive, every 10 seconds. Every 10 seconds. So, every 10 seconds a debuff is coming on. So I just want to try to play it slow. You can, if you're backing off, they'll be pretty passive. They won't like throw a special. But if you have 2 people on your team, you get a longer duration. Let's see, it says for each champion alive on the opponent's team, intimidating presence debuffs have a 0.6 seconds delay. So there is no extra delay here. So I think you have just 0.6 seconds, but if you had a second Kamala on the team, you would have 1.2 seconds to get to your 10 combo to have that purified. And so I'm just going to try to keep playing it slow, 10 incremental hits, and try to do my best to get some decent damage. The intimidating presence, they tick for a bit, but I still do have willpower, which is going to help quite a bit. And I know with like some people with his L1, which I generally don't do, you can like dash back and then dash back in and then dex the beam to stay close. But you can dex his L1 from across the screen and counter it. Here I think I am, yeah, there I get it, but I think on this next one I'm too late. I think I actually might get hit, yeah. I tried to do a little bit too early, so I'm like, oh. Had I done that, I probably could have finished him off, but that's alright. I mean, this last 25% unblockable finale, had I gotten that L1 clean, I would have been able to solo that fight, but we're just going to go in now. I use a revive, and I thought about using health potion, like, nah, I'm just going to save those for the champion, because I only have so many, so I'm just going to play really aggressive, do intercepts, and he goes passive, and we just got to get intercepts off quickly. He's playing pretty passive right here, but we do finish him off right here with the special one, I think. Nope, not quite. Here, Dex, and that one I was again too slow, but there we go, tap him over. So 1 revive. No health potions, 1 revive on Magik, 1 revive on Void. Clear the rest of the path with a full health, rank 4 Kamala, which I was pretty happy with. This Gladiator Hulk, I was actually concerned with this guy. I don't know what it is with Gladiator Hulk, but normally I have problems with getting the L1 dexed properly. And it's not a hard dex, but I don't know, I just, whenever I'm in the fights with Gulk, I just feel like I'm not in the flow, and I mess up more than I would like to admit. See, there's all my revives. So I have tons of revives that I farmed, and there's a bunch of compensation. We're going to claim that parry one that has the L2 revives and the L5 health potions. We're going to go in here, we're going to heal up, and we're going to smack this guy down. Now, at the beginning of the fight, I block quite a few L1s, and it takes a significant amount of damage. but I am able to squeak this one out. And yeah, basically you want to stay nice and tight because this has the, what's the node? The one where he shrugs off debuffs and becomes unstoppable. Can't think of what that one's called at the moment. We'll check it out because I think I do check the node before going in on every fight. I'm gonna reapply some boosts. Got the rainbow boost going, green, yellow, and red. And Mighty Charge, yeah, Mighty Charge. So he's got Mighty Charge, plus you also have to deal with his smash mechanic, where he does become unstoppable just from hitting his little crowd meter thing that goes up to 100. So, and this is while the parry bugs was active, so I felt like there was a number of times where I thought I would have parried, but it just didn't land. There you can see I blocked that special one, but it took about 1800. That one took like 2100. Got really lucky there that I didn't get smacked for trying to counter him while he had his smash attack up. And yeah, double parry, re-parry, whatever you want to call it. Make sure when he's coming on those mighty charges, you have the double parry game all ready to go, because it's gonna help you get openings. You get off a special 3. This is gonna get off that permanent fury, and let's see. I'm still not super familiar with her, just because I really never played with her until the Inhumans Labyrinth run and this, because I never even had a 5-star or 6-star until I got her through the rewards from whichever one gives the 5-star Kamala. But the special 3, 90% chance to grant a permanent fury. So yeah, generally luck will be on your side to get a fury, and that's going to help with your damage output. We're just going to try to smash this guy down. It's not looking great. Block another one. I felt like I was just going to die from blocking L1s. But yeah, we are able to get this one knocked out here. But yeah, I don't know. Do you guys have issues generally with Gulk? I mean, I generally try to push him to L2. But I don't know what it is about his special one, but here, I did get pushed below 20%, which triggered him to regen. We did get that one clearly dexed. Bait out his heavy, retaliate, and we're just going. We got a bunch of furies active. I'm trying to make sure that I can get some double parries in, wait out his Hulk smash. There, we push him over to L2, which is easy to get out of range. And yeah, you can't rely on intercept with the mighty charge because he does have that unstoppable, which is kind of annoying on this one. Oof. We do block another one, 8% to 8%. Get a special one off. Get that one dexed. We're waiting out that 100 so he doesn't have the Hulk smash. Double parry, and boom, 7%. Close fight, but we got him down. So next up is the last one. Yes, the last fight on the path before the big boss dude, Corvus Glaive. This one, he just gets extra crit. Yeah, tank buster. Critical damage and combat power rate increased by 75% based on block proficiency. So Kamala actually does gain block proficiency for the number of furies that she has, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see, where is that ability? Passive. Yeah, so she says passive. As an inexperienced Miss Marvel gets to know her opponent's fighting style, she better learns to alter her size and avoid incoming damage, increasing block proficiency by 137.23 for each fury effect that she has active. So yeah, that's, I mean, I didn't really see that come into play much. You know, I'm going to have a number of furies, but I don't ever get hit. In this fight, if I remember right, because if Corvus hits you, you're gonna get smoked. And yeah, this is a pretty standard, simple fight. We're gonna just spam L1 as much as possible, just get easy parries in. Granted, the parry bug is active, but I really didn't really experience it much, if at all, except maybe on that Hulk, or maybe it was on the Blade where I thought I had a parry when I didn't get it. But my dexing was generally okay. And yeah, we're just gonna finish this guy off. We're gonna try to push him to special 2 as much as possible. I feel like that's just easier to get out of range with. You can dex and punish the special 1 if you are a little bit early, or excuse me, if you're a little bit late, you can get parried and get an armor break applied. And I'm trying to think if that actually happens in this fight. I think it might. But as far as like dexing and retaliating on his special 1, I just feel like you just gotta dex earlier than it really feels like you should. And if you dex early and go right back in, you don't really have any problems. Yeah, Corvus is gonna go down. So I think with that extra block proficiency, you know, he does get the critical rating, but the power gain as well. So you can see that his power is pretty, it's gaining pretty fast, faster than normal, because I have all those Furies up, which is actually to me a good thing, because I like pushing him to a special 2. But there we finish him off with a special 1. And that's the whole pass. So not too bad. 1 revive on Magik, 1 revive on Void. We're coming up to this dude, the champion. So I watched a lot of videos of other people doing this. I watched Shuida's video of him soloing the champion. I think I watched Satsui's solo. I watched a bunch of other people get wrecked. Watched some live streams and stuff like that. But I think the main thing here is you want to, 1, nullify the Furies as much as possible. If he does not have a Fury active, he will not go unstoppable. And the one cool thing about this fight, which I wish it was on every other champion fight, you actually have that timer to know when he will go unstoppable, or if he doesn't have any Furies, when he's going to gain a persistent charge and potentially, you know, go unstoppable in the next round. So if you're conscious of that, you're spamming the special ones, you're nullifying the Furies, which when you nullify a Fury, you take off a charge. If he's at 0 charges, he doesn't go unstoppable. So if you're doing that, and then every 20 hits in the combo meter, you also take off a charge. So there's 2 ways to keep his charges down. If you have that in mind, you know, you can do well. Now, I don't heal up to full. I'm just below full because he has that ability where, 1, he's going to regen the difference, but if you're at 100% health, he's going to start with like an unstoppable or something extra, so I'm not at full health. Yeah, so we're going to go in, we're going to get boosted. I do put on a 12% special cosmic boost. I do put on a 200% cosmic boost, which you're like, well, why are you going to use that? I mean, to be honest, it was a waste. But the only, you know, whatever help I could get on this fight, I was going to bring in. And here, you can see, here's the parry stuff. I felt like I was getting parries off, and I'm like, oh, that sucked, like, completely. So I do a restart, and you're going to see me go back in and basically do the same thing where I just can't land a parry at the beginning. So you want to be able, if you have Stupefy Max, parry, 2 hits under the stun, parry again, just keep doing that while he's unstoppable. That's going to help build up your power, build up the combo. And so here, I missed the parries at the beginning. I just missing, and I don't know, maybe it was just me getting nervous or whatever, but we didn't die, and we're just off to the races. So we nullify Furies. He's at 0 charges. He throws off his special 2, which is a kind of a long special, and we're just going to keep going. The one thing I forgot to mention, why did I put on a 200% cosmic boost? Well, if for whatever reason I hadn't used my special 1 and I accidentally got pushed to special 2, I was hoping to get some decent power back. Probably wouldn't get much, but who knows, if it crit, I could get some power back, and that would help to get back to special 1 quicker. Now, did that actually even happen? No, I'm never going to throw a special 2 in this fight. And yeah, so it was a waste, but it's fine. I rarely use those boosts to begin with. You can see he's already got 4 charges, so nullifying the Furies with a special 1 isn't going to help a ton because he's still going to have charges to go unstoppable, so I'm going to wait until he goes unstoppable. You can do a dash back and immediately counter with a special 1, and I think I do that here shortly. Counter the special with the special 1. He's down to 2 Furies, but boom, he's back up. So you know, this wasn't great by any means, but I do like that the timer is there. Get to 60 combo, knock off a charge, but he gets back to that timer, goes unstoppable, regens a whole bunch. I got like no health left, so I can't take much parry damage. Yeah, I think I can't really block anymore. Counter that, and then we die. So I'm like, okay, that sucked. I barely did any damage. 79 hits, and how much damage? 50,000? Not good. Not good. So these next few attempts, I do heal up, and I'm going in to do the best that I can. And essentially, it just gets to the point where like I feel I get him to around the 70%, where that's where his medium attacks are unstoppable or unblockable, and then when he's down to 40%, his light attacks are unblockable, or is it the other way around? I can't remember. We'll find out soon enough. Yeah, but I just get to the point where I get him down to 70%, and I fail a few times. Here, we're keeping the Furies off, which keeping his charges down, so when he comes back around on this timer, he's going to gain a charge. And I probably shouldn't have thrown. Well, we threw that to get rid of the charge, so he's not going to go unstoppable here. We're going to go over the 40 combo, and that's going to remove the charge so he doesn't go unstoppable. So it's nice to keep spamming special 1s as much as possible. There, it took too long. Now he's going to gain that unstoppable, and if you hit him while he's unstoppable, you will get stunned. You can parry, but you can't hit him. So we're saving the special 1 for the unstoppable, and instead of dexing and throwing it, we just get whacked. And I don't know, I felt like the parries and the dex on this fight were just terrible for me. But it is what it is. So we'll count up all of these revives, and I'll mark those down. But we end up getting to a point where I'm like, look, I have so many L1 revives farmed that it's not going to hurt me whatsoever just to use those. So we're just going to end up starting to use L1 revives, because I get to the point where I'm like, ugh, I don't have a ton of health potions left, and I want to make sure that I have enough to where when I do get them below 10%, that I can get those dexes off, potentially block part of the L1, get a get a close proximity dex so that I can get those 3 charges, because once that happens, you throw a special, he's gonna die. So yeah, try to get some dash back intercepts. Got smacked on that one. There we go. Furies. Nullified that unstoppable. We're almost to the 70%. Almost. And I believe, I'm trying to think, I think the 70% is mediums. Mediums are unblockable. So he's at 4. For that one, I got lucky on. Didn't nullify, but the specials, if you hit him with a special, the unstoppable doesn't really come into play. But I only got 1 fury on that special one, to where it didn't nullify it. That one got the furies nullified. Now he's under 70%. He's regenning. And I need to get a special off. I didn't have one. Here we go, back in, and that's where, there, he hit me with a medium. Got smacked because I thought I could parry, but I just pushed him under the 70% mark. And you really got to have your intercept game on point for this. So here I'm checking 70%, any contact with the light attack. So the light attacks is first. So a light attack, you can't stun. Yeah, you can't parry or block. The mediums you can't. So if he's far away and he's dashing in, you'll be good. But if he's close, you'll get whacked. So I'm like, okay. So I think I try here a number of times, and we're just kind of hovering around the 70% mark, and doesn't turn out too well. Here, trying to dance out the unstoppable, and there's just not a huge window, and I totally missed the parry. And then because I missed the parry, the next is the light attack, and can't double parry those, so I die again. Revive, come back in. I think I do this a couple times, and then I'm just like, you know what? The heals just aren't worth it. If I'm gonna get hit, I'm gonna die. Doesn't matter how much health I have. Kamala, she doesn't have enough to survive any of this. I'm still boosted. 344k health left. And try to get an intercept. Isn't having it. And then we're just gonna try to do short combos. Dash back. And there, I thought I could sneak in 1 extra hit. He was unstoppable. If you hit while he's unstoppable, you get stunned. And there, did it again. So I'm like, ugh, that just sucks. So I'm like, okay, I did like what, 11,000 damage, and then, you know, when he's throwing those special ones, he's getting those regens. So you really got to get some damage in, and quick, and you got to make those runs count. Otherwise, he can heal up pretty much all the damage that you do. And it gets to the point where I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna go in, and I was trying to figure out here. So this is what I did figure out, was that I could get to a special one if I did my intercepts right. So if you go in, so here I didn't do it. I just got right below 1 bar. But basically, if you do an intercept and do 3 hits, dash back, 3 hits, dash back, 1 more intercept with a 1 hit, dash back, and then do a full 5-hit combo, you can land all of that. So that's 3, 6, 7, 12 hits. 12 hits is what a rank 4 needed. Now rank 5 would need less, so maybe you could do less dash back intercepts because you have a higher combat power rate as a rank 5. But doing that allows you to get to a special one, which there, I thought I could sneak that in, or I thought I had it, but he went unstoppable, got stunned and died. But I'm just like, you know what? I don't know if it's this one or if I go a couple more times. I'm thinking about it. No. So from here on out, I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna go in, intercept, and I don't think I do it on this one yet, because here I do another 5-hit combo after the 2 3s, and I did get a parry in, and if he's aggressive enough, you can get enough power, but you can get enough power. There we go again. A hit again while he was unstoppable, and we're just gonna chip him down. So this is not pretty by any means, but this was my strategy because I'm like, you know what? I have a ton of revives, and I'm gonna mess up because I don't go into this fight for fun. I haven't really practiced it, and you know, it is what it is. Just need to get this guy down. Doesn't need to be pretty. Just needs to happen. And I think on one of these runs, yeah, it's not this one. Maybe it's the next one where, yeah, back off. So you can get, there we go. Didn't get the Furies to nullify that unstoppable, which kind of stinks. Because you really need to get that thing off so you can keep the flow going. If you don't, then yeah, it just kind of messes everything up. Because now he's going to get unstoppable again. You can't even get the power from hitting him because it'll stun you. I don't have much health because I didn't heal. And here we go. So we're going to get some dash back intercepts. And he's getting regen. Dash back. Boom. Hit him with the special nullify. Intercept. Getting some damage off here. But I don't have too much health left. And I don't know why I was standing so close. That was just my bad. I thought I was far enough away, and then I was going to just throw a special one right at the end of that. Yeah, I get whacked. But we're slowly chipping him down. I think there's going to be, maybe I need to count how many there are, but I think there's going to be several where I go in for the intercept and I just totally get whacked. Yeah, okay, so there I'm like, okay, so I tried to do a 3-hit, 1-hit, and then I was going to do a 5-hit, because I was going to push me over to that first power bar without even having to parry or touch him or anything. And so I messed up there, but I think I'm going to try it again. 3-hit, 1-hit, and then we're going to do a full 5-hit. Boom. Just enough to get to 1 bar. Boom. Nullify, and then we're off to the races. And we're going to not quite get to 20 hits. He's got Furies. We got to wait this out. And let's go. We get the 20th hit, knock off one of the charges. We're above special 1. So we're going to try to nullify. Yeah, that happened a number of times where I'm just like standing there and I felt like I threw the special, but yeah, I was too slow. It's probably too slow. That was probably one that was on me. I should have just dashed back and waiting for him to come in and did a dash back special. Try the intercept, didn't work. Try to get the intercept in the middle of the field, didn't work. Revive, down the drain. And yeah, I think this next one, I think I try and intercept and I'm just slow. So a few revives here. Yeah, yep. Just straight up eat a punch to the face. I'm trying to think, did I do 3 in a row? I know I messed up a number of times where I just didn't get anything off because I was just slow. All right, now here we go. 1, 2, 3. Dash back. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah. I tried to go back in and he just randomly throws that attack that stopped the intercept from happening. Yeah. But my strategy, 3-hit, 1-hit, 5-hit. That gets you a full combo, or full special bar. And then, yeah, so what's that, 5 in a row where I just basically did nothing. Yeah, frustrations were getting a little bit high, but yeah, we're just gonna revive and power through this. This is the last Carina's challenge. Yeah. All right, 3-hit, 1-hit, full combo, special 1. Now we can retaliate, knock off that, knock off the unstoppable, and yeah, we get smacked. You know, at this point I'm just like, let's just go. So we have him under the 40%, so now his medium attack, so now I can't parry. Unless I'm like tight and he throws a light attack, because the medium attacks now are unblockable. But we can't get, you know, we can get a decent chunk of damage with that 12 hit sequence that I got going. And then there I didn't get the Furies on the special one, don't nullify, and then yeah, I get whacked. I think I tried to parry that medium and can't do that when he's under 40%. So we're almost out of that full stack of L1s that were in the inventory, but don't worry, I got more where that came from. And here I knew I was under the 40%, so all medium attacks are unblockable, aggressive, and then whenever you're doing nullifies, you take damage back. So I am going to take some damage when I'm doing these nullifications on the special ones. Try to do an intercept, not happening. Here we go. Alright, just get enough hits and dash back, launch that special one, nullify. And I think I tried to parry that. Yeah, you can't parry mediums, you can't parry them, gotta intercept. But he was going unstoppable too, so it's just, this is kind of a frustrating point where he's just like, charges are out of controls, the Furies are crazy. He's got 5 charges, so his attacks are gonna be hitting pretty dang hard. There we get a nice dash back, intercept with the special one, and here comes the unstoppable again. Bait out a heavy, we gotta go one more. Alright, so we're gonna go. Get to the 20 combo, try to do a dash back. It just wasn't flowing. That's all, you know, there I almost use a L2. I'm like, nope, I got plenty of L1s. We're gonna go snatch those up. I think I check, scroll down. Yeah, so I got another chunk. Not 15, but I got another chunk. And yeah, we're just gonna keep going back in. We just gotta get him to 10%. Get him to 10%, this dude is gonna get owned. You know, you can parry. All you gotta do is dex a couple of his special stuff and then hit him with a special and he's done. So once we get him to 10%, we're gonna do a full heal and we're gonna wreck this dude. Yeah, but it's gonna take a few more revives. Definitely this was the sequence that I was trying to go for. 3 hit, dash back, 3 hit, dash back, 1 hit, dash back, full combo. And threw the special one off there early. I should have saved it and it would have helped. Here we're gonna try to sneak in some hits. Don't quite get to the special one, and we just keep eating big blue Smurf punches. But we're getting closer. 26%. Intercept, 3 hit. Dash back, intercept, 3 hit, 1 hit. Full combo, special one. Yeah, this was my recipe for success, with just throwing revives at this guy. We do take some of that degen damage, wasn't paying attention. He goes unstoppable. I die again. This is the brute force method. So we're almost there. We are almost there. At least the last 10%, it's nice, it's clean, it's normal. It's not just throwing revives at it. But you know what? I farmed. Farming works. Farming can get you places where the fights were either, you know, I'm not skilled enough, don't have the patience, or it's just annoying, and get you through it. So here we're getting a decent run off. And he's gonna go unstoppable, like dash back, special, nullify it, boom. Intercept. Don't quite get back to special 1. And we gotta wait this out. I think I die, yep. I think I die. I do die. I do die. I think I'm gonna die. I'm trying to think. I think I might get him under 10% on this one, but I do not. Maybe I'm trying to think. I think I might use one more revive. Here we go. Unstoppable. Dash back, special 1, nullify it, take some degen damage from the nullification. Oh yeah, hit into the unstoppable like a dummy, and I die. So this one, he's at like 14%. I was considering healing because I was like, if I get him to 10%, I should get him. But I'm like, no, I'll just make sure I get him to 10% for sure before I pump in any health pots. And good thing, because intercept failed. That's like what? That's like the 5th or 6th attempt in this where I basically did no damage. That's not good. But it happens. At least it happens to me. I'm not the best player by any means. So I hope you're enjoying me get smacked around by the champion. And yeah, here we go. So this one I'm pretty certain we do get him under the 10%, 12%, 11%. Come on. Wait this out. This is probably where I should have healed. There we go. So now we're under the 10%. I'm thinking, I could probably get this down. Get a special 1 off, nullify that unstoppable. We got 1 off, and I totally laid on that and dead. So I'm like, okay, this is the real attempt. Revive, heal up. Let's take this dude down. So I'm gonna stay nice and close to him as much as possible so I can get those dexes off. All I gotta do is dex 3 times. And we don't need boosts. Attack doesn't matter here. Once you get those 3 prowess, any special pretty much should kill him. So we can parry. The one thing is he doesn't have that timer. Oh, there's the timer. That was interesting. The timer didn't show up at the beginning. Boom. Get nice and close. Block all that. Get the first dex off. Moving along. Throw off a special. Probably, that's fine. We get another dex off on that one. Not throw my special to nullify the unstoppable there because I want to save my power bar. And we're going to get him to throw another special. Just stay nice and tight, dex. And I'm like, sweet, parry, boom. Got him. So yeah, so we got him down. 23 revives just for that fight, which, I heard other people that they weren't able to get it down with the rank 4. They came back in with a rank 5. People saying you should really do a rank 5. I mean, I think I've seen worse. So overall, I'm not too disappointed. I mean, it is a lot of revives, but we're all done. So 23 revives on the champion, 2 on the path, and those came from 1 on magic and 1 on void. Overall, I think I'm pretty happy, pretty satisfied. And I'm looking at my stash. I really want to rank my Immortal Abomination that I got from the July 4th offers to rank 3. And I'm really close to forming a science. And so that's the one that I'm going to pick. So we're going to claim the Super Punchout. And we're going to pick science so that we can rank up Immortal Abomination during the next level up event. And then we're going to go and look at our champions just to kind of get another quick review of where I'm at and what I should do for this last one. So we get a full tier 5 class catalyst selector. So I need to figure out which one that I want to do, and I wasn't really sure exactly. And so we're gonna go look at the champs and see what we got. You know, overall, I got some good 6-star champs for a free-to-play account. Boom. So there's the Abomination. I got Torch and Thing and Void already ranked up. I got Aegon, Kingpin for skill, Sunspot, Havoc, Domino, Professor X rank 3 for Mutant, Surfer, and Cosmic Ghost Rider for my Cosmics, Guillotine and Mysterio for my techs. A lot of dupe techs, and then Doom and Morningstar for my Mystics. So I'm looking at my Catalyst situation. I got lots of Mystic, lots of Mutant, lots of techs. Looking at the tier 5 class Catalyst situation, and I'm just deciding that I'm gonna go for Mutant. Mutant's got so many good champs, and if I can rank for somebody sometime soon, the extra will come in handy. You know, all the other ones, the skill I'm kind of close, the Mystic I'm close, but I also have a Mystic 2 to 3 gem from the July 4th offers. And yeah, so we go with the Mutant. And so now we're at 2, we're almost at 3. And yeah, let's go use those signature stones. So you got 50 generics. So I'm looking at my Catalyst. I still only have one fully formed tier 6. I don't have a fully formed tier 3. You know, it's gonna be for me, free to play guys, it's gonna be a long time coming. I still think, even after all the Summer of Pain and all that kind of stuff, maybe in the Cyber Weekend. But we're gonna go and use those generics. I'm gonna go check out my prestige. So prestige before this ended was 13,044. We got 50 of these generics, and I'm gonna feed most of them into Silver Surfer. I'm gonna get him up to 180 in case I happen to pull him anytime soon. That will cap him off at 200, and I won't waste any stones. And then we're gonna put the rest of them into Doctor Doom and try to get him up. I think actually split him up between Doom and Sunspot. Basically, I'm gonna try to divvy up the generics and the Mystic and Mutants that I get, try to get them to 180. This is taking a long time to load. I'm hoping, like, oh, is this gonna crash on me and I'm gonna get some free signature stones applied? Nope, it applies. Sometimes that happens, but yeah, so we're going to apply the rest, and we're just gonna hope and save, and then once I get like 20 Cosmic, then I'll pump in those last 20 to Surfer and 20 to Doom. So that's gonna get my prestige up pretty dang good, because I got the top 3 champs all awakened, rank 3, and they're getting up. They're pretty high 6. They're not up to 200, but they're getting there. But definitely worth it. A lot of work, a lot of effort, a lot of planning, a lot of perseverance, and made it. So Carina, you're done. Thanks. See you in the next one, fellas. Peace out.